Hello, my name is Gareth. Today we'll be learning about the keyboard and keyboard shortcuts. The keyboard is an important part of using a computer. Your keyboard may be a physical object on your desk, part of a laptop, or a pop-up on your phone when you start typing. The first thing you probably notice about a keyboard are the letter keys. They are mostly for typing words and documents, but they sometimes are used in combination with other buttons. There are other keys that can do multiple things, depending on the application you're using. These keys will produce the comma and period in a text document, but if you use them while watching a YouTube video, they will go backward or forward one frame of animation at a time. Helpful if you're looking for a specific moment in a video. The spacebar is found at the bottom of the keyboard and is used to add space between words you type. Backspace and delete both remove something you've typed, but in different directions. Backspace removes what's before the cursor, and delete removes what comes after the cursor. On a phone, you may only have the backspace key. The arrow keys can be used to move through documents or windows. Sometimes this is easier than using the mouse. Pressing the arrows will move a cursor or the page in that direction. Which effect you get depends on your app or program. The number keys are used for entering numbers. But if you are using a computer program like a calculator, they can help perform math operations quickly. Your number pad may also have arrows and other words on it. These are useful for navigating certain documents, much like the arrow keys we saw earlier, but if you're just trying to use a calculator, they aren't very helpful. That's what the numlock button is for. It switches back and forth between using the numbers and the navigation controls. If numlock is set to on, usually a light on your keyboard will turn on. This button, the escape key, is used for canceling actions or opening important menus in certain programs. The enter key is used to confirm. If you're asked to pick something, pressing enter will usually confirm whatever is currently highlighted on your screen. The keyboard has keys for letters and numbers, but it also has important shortcut keys. What shortcut keys are on your keyboard and what they do depends on your computer and the application. We'll cover a keyboard for Windows first, but we'll point out where the Mac keyboard is different. Both styles of keyboard have the tab key in the top left. It can help you move between cells, buttons, or options on a page quickly, or enter spaces in a writing program. Caps or caps lock will make all your letters capital letters, or vice versa. Shift must be held down at the same time as another key, but will either make the letter capital or use the secondary character of that button. For example, pressing Shift and 7 will print the ampersand symbol on your document. This key, Control, will activate special shortcuts when combined with another key. For example, if you press Ctrl and A, this will select all items on the page that can be selected. If you press Ctrl and P, it will open the print function, if it's available. Holding Ctrl and using the mouse wheel will zoom in or out of your window, which can make it easier to read. On a Mac, this button is replaced with the Command button, which looks like this. There are also function keys. Like many buttons on the keyboard, their use changes based on their program. In many computer games, for example, F5 is used for saving progress quickly, while in a web browser, it is used to quickly refresh the current page. While Windows computers can have up to 12 function keys, Mac computers have 1. This function key is held down and used in combination with other buttons to have special effects, much like the Command key. Common use of the function key is to hold it down and use arrow keys to navigate a page at a time in a document. Alt will activate other functions. For example, if you click Alt and Tab, this will show you all the windows open on your device. Pressing Alt and the function key F4 will force the window you are using to close, which is helpful if a program is stuck. On Macs, this is called Option and is shown with this symbol. It's not unusual to combine many button presses at the same time to get a unique effect. For example, Ctrl and Shift and E can center text in a document. A very important combination that may help you if your computer is having problems is to press the Ctrl, Alt, and Delete keys at the same time. This should interrupt what your computer is doing and bring you to a screen like this. Other buttons on your keyboard may exist. Print screen copies the image on your monitor and saves it temporarily to memory. Alt and print screen saves a copy of the window you're currently using instead of your entire desktop. Useful if you have multiple monitors. Let's sum up. When you use the computer keyboard, you will type words on your keyboard using the letter keys, use the directional arrows to navigate documents and windows, and use keyboard shortcuts to help you complete tasks quickly and easily. Well done reaching the end of this lesson. Keep learning, and we'll see you in the next lesson.